Hello everyone, welcome to my August 2022 plan with me in my bullet journal. As you saw in the thumbnail, today we will be setting up a rosy vintage academia theme, so let's hop right into it. To start out, we're going to be building the calendar page. And you'll see in a little bit we're going for a bookshelf background like the inside of a library. So right here we're just using some acrylic paint and I believe some watercolor paints as well, to achieve all of the colors for the bookshelf. We're not really blending the paint here, so it can look kind of like hardwood or just like a really worn bookshelf, like I said earlier, kind of vintage, kind of splotchy. So that's the vibe here. We're playing around with neutrals and some deep reds. The first sticker sheet that I'll be using is on the screen right now. It's from Ikigai Papier by Bujo over on Instagram, and the stickers on the left are by Artsy of Layla Journals. I absolutely love all of these stickers. I 100% recommend the shops of all of the sticker makers that I will be featuring in this video today. If you'd like more detail on my materials, the names of the sticker sheets that I bought, the pens, stuff like that, I list all of that in the captions on my Instagram. After adding some more stickers and painting in some books, we're just going to outline the vertical sections of the calendar really quickly. This theme was inspired by back to school season. I'm returning to college in August and I'm just feeling the academia. So I'm fixing up the painting of the books right here with a Sakura Jelly Roll white gel pen. Then I'm going to go in with some stamps that I was gifted to write the abbreviated names for the days of the week at the top. My friend gave me these stamps and they are from Miss Sparkle & Co. And right after we finish outlining some more, we are going to write the numbers for the days of the week using a fine liner. This was a gift too. I don't know where the fine liner is from. Flipping over now to our cover page, I was so excited to make the spread that I'm pretty sure I started it in like the first week of July with the sketch. So many fun things happening here. After laying some of the brickwork, we're going to proceed with making a window. So essentially, I want this to look like the outside of a old traditional college library building. But as opposed to painting the entire background in brick, which I thought would be very full, very overwhelming, I just did some spots. So that way you still know what the background is, you know what it's supposed to look like, but it's not so overpacked. Here, this window is from Arthi as well. I got so many of these windows, I love them so much. We're going to be using a small knife to cut out the page so that we can use the window and so you can actually see through inside of the library. So now, using a glue pen to stick down the finely detailed window, you can see how it will show the second page. We're going to start with the inside of the library. We're going in with some more stickers from Ikigai Papier. We're using the Dark Academia sheet, the Sunflowers sheet. Love all of her collections. Going back and forth here to see how everything fits, how everything looks through the window in the front. We are just adding more stickers, and now we're actually going forward to the balcony. You'll see me add to that in a little bit. This next window that I will be using was like an oopsie window that Arthi sent for free, and we're going to be cutting that broken window in half to show the wall like continuing on either side. Because of how many of my recent spreads are starting to go all the way to the end of the page, I'm actually considering not getting a spiral bullet journal for next year. I think I might get a regular book-bound bullet journal, but I'm still contemplating that because I love being able to flip it over and have the size in order to just make writing easier. So we'll think about that. If you guys have an opinion of spiral versus not spiral, drop that in the comments. I know there are pros and cons for everything, but I'm still thinking about it. Quickly lettering the word August in a monoline cursive font. I want to practice more with this specific font. I usually just do some modern calligraphy, but I think monoline and spread it out like this is really cool, so I want to use that this month. I think it also goes really well with the vintage and just the entire vibe of this spread. Just on your screen now were some stickers from Viola Maria Art and also from Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree ones I don't actually use in this setup, but they will be featured in some weekly spreads if you want to stay tuned for those on my Instagram page. We're using some of the Viola Maria Art stickers to finish off this balcony section underneath the window. And you'll actually see that I've made a balcony outline using cutouts from the broken window frame from earlier. That will come back in a second too. I love the layering of the stickers here. I think it really added some dimension to the page, putting the flowers at different levels, using different sizes of roses. I've never seen a school library quite like this, with rose balconies and windows of this style. But if you go to a college or university that looks this beautiful inside and out, let me know in the comments. I would love to see pictures of that. I'm going to be adding to these stickers by drawing in my own roses with that red fine liner again and with a gray matching one. Here I'm cutting the frame that I was talking about earlier. These are just scraps from the window frame that I had cut out, and it actually worked out really well pasting it to create the balcony. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Now I'm adding the mini butterfly that was on my hand for the longest, and this spread is pretty much done. flipping over next to the second spread in this setup, I'm going to be making a few different sections here. This postcard, also from Layla Journals, is going to be the area for a future quote. I actually didn't know what quote I wanted to use at the time of filming this plan with me, and I'm still a bit torn. So if you all have any quotes that you think go really well with this vintage rose academia theme, please also share those in the comments. I'd love to hear some suggestions. Here I just finished lettering the titles for the sections on this spread. First up is the entered category. This is just for any rep applications or any giveaways that I enter throughout the month so I can keep track of them. I actually started out making a fake Polaroid here to put a picture inside and maybe some stickers, but I ended up not liking how that looked, so instead of the Polaroid next to the quote, we actually just went in with a sticker from Layla Journals, this framed book portrait. And I think this looks a lot better than how it was originally going to turn out. At the bottom underneath this is going to go a small quote sticker from Higai Papier. I don't actually know what's going to go underneath the quote in the blank section at the bottom. I think maybe a painting, but we'll see how the month goes, what I feel like adding. Up next is my social media content tracker, planner, calendar. So we're just going to make a simple 4x4 for the entire month, and the rest of the page will be devoted to a brain dump ideas for content creation and a daily Instagram and YouTube progress tracker. Lastly, we're going to flip over to the final spread that I will be setting up in this video today, and it is going to be the first weekly for the month of August. On the bottom here, we're using some ephemera from the Paper World shop, and then we're going to outline the boxes for the days of the week. I believe I first saw the wire grid background used by Kat's Planner here on YouTube, and I've seen it again recently done by many other bullet journalists, so that just reminded me of it, and I wanted to create a grid background for these weeklies with a lighter gray fine liner. To add to the academia vibe, these grid backgrounds are kind of like boards that you can pin stuff to. So I wanted to use some of these pin clip stickers that I actually made and printed myself and cut out by hand. So we're using some of those here at the top. And then the same thing is going to be on the next page. To tie the spread all together with the theme, we're also going to use some of these stickers at the bottom to make it rosy. If you've made it this far in the video, leave a rose comment down below. I hope you've enjoyed this far. After stamping the word notes at the bottom, we're going to finish this off by writing the days of the week. Now, there were multiple mistakes made here, so I started writing the letter M for Monday, and you'll see me contemplating. I changed it to an S, and I managed to make that work because I start my weeklies on Sundays, and I figured, hey, I actually fixed that mistake. Then I realized that this month starts on Monday and that I was correct at first, so we had to go in with some white out and put the letter for the days down at the bottom. So that about wraps it up. We're going to head over to my flip through now. I am so happy that you all stayed with me and watched me set up this month in my bullet journal. I hope you had a great time and come back for more next month. Bye bye.